Hello, my friend Pastor Kurt here, and I've got a prayer for you and the entire church for 2023. Here's my prayer. I'm praying that you would be an old, grizzly, super mature lemon tree. That's right. I want you to be a lemon tree. When I first moved to California, I had this lemon tree in the backyard of the house I was renting. I'd never seen a lemon tree before. I was from Washington State. And this lemon tree, it put off more lemons than any lemon tree in the history of mankind. It would storm and be cold, still make lemons. It would be blistering hot, it would still make lemons. You could mow around it, you could prune it. I don't even know where the sprinkler was. It was so old, all the sprinkler was knotted up and down in the roots and broken up, but yet somehow this thing just produced fruit after fruit. I couldn't give them away. And by the way, they were spectacular lemons. They weren't just, tart, whatever. They tasted great. You made lemon with juice with that stuff, man, and you could put it in any fish dish. You'd make lemonade in the summer. It would kill. I made lemon meringue. I got good at lemon meringue. There was a million things you could do with this old lemon tree and all the fruit it made. In Ephesians chapter 4, Paul says, hey, let's all grow up. He says, God's given all these gifts to the church, and if we'll lean into these gifts, we'll participate in these gifts, we'll become super mature, and the whole thing will grow and be fruitful upon fruitful upon fruitful. In verse 14 of chapter 4, he says this, then, once we lean into the church, we will no longer be infants, tossed back and forth by the waves and blown here and there by every wind of teaching and by the cunning and craftiness of people and their deceitful scheming. Instead, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of Him who is the head, that is Christ. From Him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work. How do we grow? How do we build each other up? Well, it's very easy. He gives us the two hints. In love, as each part does its work. In love, as each part does its work, our roots go deeper and our fruit becomes more numerous. What that means is, if I do my job, but I don't do it lovingly, if I lean into the church and I serve and I care for people and I attend, but I do it religiously and cold-heartedly, it's not going to work. On the other hand, if I'm filled with love, but I don't actually do my part. This idea of not doing our part it's like a plague nowadays. I met a business leader. He said to me, Kurt, I no longer go to church. I just watch online. Do you think that's sin? I told him, yes. He said, well, I really get a lot out of the sermons just watching online. I said, this is not the point, my friend. The point is God's given you great gifts as a business leader. You need to be in the church mentoring other young women and other young men that are building their careers and being a witness in the marketplace. Your gifts, you're withholding them from us. I met another person. She said to me, Kurt, I'm too old. The church doesn't need me anymore. Boy, could that be further from the truth. This is a woman who raised kids and grandkids, and she doesn't realize how many young parents need her influence, her encouragement. I met another person recently. She said, I led a Bible study for 20 years, and since COVID, I've not led anymore. I said, why? She said, I just don't know. And then she said to me, I've been away from church for so long, I'm embarrassed to come back. My friend, you know someone like this, don't you? You know someone like this, and they're on their couch, and they're uninvolved, and they're unengaged. Take them by the hand this year. Look at them and say, you need to become a lemon tree again. You need to lean in love, and do your part so that this would be the year we produce more fruit than ever before. That's my prayer for you and every single person following Christ.